Sorry, I've got two pairs of glasses on. You come to Israel, you go anywhere, and you don't always know exactly, you have ideas in your mind beforehand. You don't know exactly what you're going to find when you get here. There's so much here, as we've seen. There's the biblical history, the archaeological history. There's the present tense, ethnic, religious, geopolitical issues. The tour guides often talk about the stones, the actual stones, but then there's the living stones, the people that live here. There's the historical Jews that were here, and then there's the present day, and there's so many things intertwined, right? Try to put yourself in the mindset of a Jew. You think, my identity is we are part of a people that consistently down through history, everyone has tried to kill us. It's happened over and over and over again for thousands of years. Think about that. You can go all the way back to biblical times. The Egyptians tried to kill us. Then you had the Assyrians and the Babylonians and Antiochus Epiphanes, and then Haman, and the Romans wiped us out. And then you get into modern times, the Christians in various different nations throughout Europe, and the Russians and the pogroms, and then it culminates with the absolute unimaginable barbarity of the Holocaust. And you go, at what point are they going to get tired of it? At what point are they going to get tired of trying to kill us? You go, today, you listen to these ignorant people spouting off on Facebook, and they say, all those people in Israel, they just need to go back to Europe. And then in Europe, they're like, get the hell out of here. And, when you really wade through some of the sort of rhetoric sometimes that's framed in the academic language of our time, it basically is saying, just roll over and die already. That's really what it boils down to. It's just die, and everything will be fine. You go, what the hell is behind all of this? And you go, what's behind it? And obviously, who else is Israel? There are people that at the very foundation of who they are, it's the Bible. They have this book. There's some really specific stories and information here that explain why this has been the case. So in terms of, again, as Christians, we always start with the New Testament. We primarily read the New Testament. Most Christians, we like to supplement, if you will, by reading the Old Testament. But that's not how Jesus or the disciples, the apostles, would have read the Bible. And that's not how, when you build a house, you don't start with the roof. You lay the foundation, then you build the walls, then you put the roof is on last. And the way the Bible is intended to be written is you start with Moses. That's how Jesus would have understood it. That's how the disciples would have understood it. Then the prophets come along and they elaborate. They're pointing back to Moses. They're expounding upon Moses. And they're looking forward. Because even Moses was looking forward. Same thing with David and the Psalms and so forth. And then the New Testament is just expanding and expounding upon that which the prophets and Moses and David have already been elaborating on.
Amen.
And so one of the most incredible, this is just common sense. It's like, duh, that's the way the Lord wrote it, right? So one of the most incredibly foundational texts in the whole Bible is Deuteronomy 32. It's called, I'll see you. Everyone here are MMA fighters.